Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to a new album review, as we do on Fridays. And I couldn't resist doing this one. It's actually a band that doesn't really exist, but I love this and I love them, and it's Spinal Tap. And last week, this follow-up to This Is Spinal Tap finally came out. Spinal Tap II, The End Continues, and of course an album came out, and yes, I had it on pre-order. How sad am I? But this thing, and it's actually their 4th official LP, and yes, I have got them, yeah. So this is like the soundtrack to the movie. So who's on this? Well, we're not quite sure who does the drumming on it, but I'm guessing someone like Chad Smith could have done Lars Ulrich. They do make cameo appearances, but the vocals and rhythm guitar, David St Hubbins, played by the wonderful Michael McKean. Nigel Tufnell, lead guitar, by a very talented writer called Christopher Guest, and Derek Smalls on the bass guitar, played by the wonderful Harry Shearer. Guest musicians on here: Elton John, Paul McCartney, and from country, Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood. Yeah, you just can't. Yes, but they're all got into the spirit of things. So this opens up with a little thing called Nigel's Poem, and this is quite funny, lovely written. I mean, they wrote some lovely things. It's sort of, you remember the start of Stonehenge, where he does that little, no one knows. It's just done like that. There's some lovely little bits of keyboard in this. It's pretty good. Then we get a track called Let's Just Rock Again. Now, I love this track. It's got a rich Hammond organ sound. Now, the guitar solo from Nigel, or his real person, is Christopher Guest. Now, he is a pretty decent guitarist. He plays mandolin, and it's absolutely brilliant. And you know, Michael McKean can sing, so can Harry. He's doing some really grunty sort of vocals on it, and this is a sort of cross between. It's got a Uriah Heep feel to it, and it's got some really nice harmonies on this as well. The next track is a revamped version of Listen to the Flower People. Now, they've got Elton John singing this. It's not a bad version of it. This is when allegedly they were called, I don't know if they were called the New Originals or the Originals, but it's all part of that Tap legendary. That's not too bad. You know, a fair play to Elton jumping up and having a go at that. Then we have a track called Brighton Rock. Now, the lyrics are hilarious. This sort of goes back talking about the 60s between the mods and rockers. But the music is pretty good. It's a really good track. Now, the next track is called The Devil's Just Not Getting Old. I think it's a bit of taking the mickey out of themselves. They're not getting, I mean, they're not the youngest chaps anymore. Harry Shearer's vocal on this, he sounds more like Gene Simmons. It sounds so funny. It's got a real sort of thing. It's a brilliant little track. Then there's another remake, and it's this time Cups and Cakes, but now Paul McCartney's singing on it, and it's quite nice. And there's a little bit where the horns come in, and he says, "I know this from somewhere." I don't know quite what it is. I think he's thinking about the horns that's on All You Need Is Love. It's quite fun, and not bad vocal from Paul, considering his age. It wasn't too bad. Then we have a track called I Kissed a Girl. Very solid track. Some nice riffs in here. The rhythm's good. very good vocal from Michael or David St. Hubbins. Really, really good. And then we have a little track called Angels, and again it's David St. Hubbins doing the singing, or Michael McKean. It's really nice. He's still got a lovely vocal. It's got some nice strings on it. But the best track on here, it's where the boys are doing the backing vocals, but it's Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood and their rendition of Big Bottom. It's a classic. I love this. Some of the lyrics are a little bit very innuendo, but it's a classic, and they got well into the spirit of this. Absolutely a brilliant version. Then we get a track called Judge and Jury. It's probably the weakest track on here. It's nice, but I like the quirky keyboard in it, and that's about it. Then we get Rockin' in the Urn. This shows their sort of not sick, but different sort of take on love. The words are so funny, but the drumming is fantastic. The keyboard work is good, and it's just these guys are very, very good musicians, and yeah, I do like that one. And then we've got Blood to Let. Now this is very shot rock. I think it's a little bit of homage to Alice Cooper. It's absolutely brilliant. The vocal from Michael McKean is brilliant. It's just a fabulous track. The guitar work from both Christopher and Michael is fantastic. And the album ends, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this on YouTube, Stonehenge, with Elton John on the piano and singing it. It's a classic. I love this. I've always loved this. It's just been updated. It's got that lovely mandolin playing from Christopher Guest. Absolutely brilliant little track that is. Okay, this is not going to be a ripping album that's going to storm to the top of the album charts. I think, but for someone like me who's really got into the Spinal Tap thing and think it's one of the most funniest films I've ever watched, I think their music is good, and this is just fun. It's not a serious album. You can't take this as a serious album, but I think they had a lot of fun making this album, and I do like it. I think it's a super album. So for that reason, I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, that's all for today. I must admit I do feel a lot better today. I think everything's sunk in. It's still hard to believe, but I feel a lot better. So I don't know how I got through yesterday, but thank you for your message of support, which was always appreciated. We'll be back tomorrow though. We've got one with Richard. We haven't done one for a little while, but it's a very special one because this week was the anniversary of Mark Bolan's passing. So myself, Mike from Mike's Vinyl Spiral, are going to do a tier ranking of T-Rex singles. So that'll be up sometime about tea time-ish tomorrow. Okay, have a great day everyone, and I will speak to you soon.